Yo, welcome back to Brews and Views, where we drink, brew, and talk about shit. I'm Art, joined with Cliff and Just as always. Today we got Mark with us. Appreciate you joining.
Absolutely.
Yep. We got Zabe over here in the corner.
Yo.
We still got the interns. And we got Miss Kelly over here, but she won't be on camera.
No.
Yeah, before we get into everything, we're going to take a toast. My mom passed away. This is Saturday. She passed away on Tuesday. And she was a great lady, best lady I ever known. And so I got a great bottle of scotch to drink a toast to a great lady.
There we go.
So, just want to say, Mom, I'm going to miss you. We all going to miss you. We all love you. And we know you're doing better right now.
Yeah.
So let's hold up our scotch.
All right.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Yeah, bites.
Whoa,
Say that.
that's a little too smooth.
Yeah.
Too smooth right there.
I told you I was going to get a good bottle for it.
Yeah, sure did.
Just dangerous.
That's dangerous as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much.
That ain't bad. I might have to come up with some ice.
Yeah. And when you do come up, just bring some ice with my glass too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send the intern down for a glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Macallan 12. They got that's Macallan 12. They got the 15. I think it's what else is it? Like a 20 or 25 or something like that.
Yeah, I believe 25.
Yeah. So I don't even know what that's gonna be expensive, but one day I'll get a bottle of that and we'll drink some of that shit too.
We'll split that shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, this is Brews and Views. We are on Spotify, and now we are on iTunes. Going to fill that void that Joe Rogan is leaving by taking this whole catalog to Spotify. Shout out to Joe Rogan, $100 million contract.
I ain't mad at him.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And it's a licensing deal, so he still owns his content. He still can say whatever the hell he wants to say. But they just basically are streaming his shit, and they're making a video joint just for him,
Right.
which I think everybody's gonna be enjoying. So hopefully we get ours on there too. But yeah, we're on iTunes, Spotify. You're watching the video on YouTube. So like, subscribe, whatever you gotta do. Follow whatever platform it is you need to do.
Yeah.
You know, follow.
Pretty much on.
What's the emails and?
Email us at Brews and Views at yahoo.com. I had to think about it myself for a second.
Brews and Views at yahoo.com. Brews and Views is Twitter.
Yeah, we're on Twitter. It's BViewsPod, at BViewsPod. And
IG is what Brews and Views Pod.
yeah, Brews and Views Pod on IG and on Facebook, same thing.
Yeah, just look for Three Brothers Drinking. You'll be able to find it. Yeah. Well, this is the brew. So right now I got this is from Port City Brewing Company up in Alexandria. Optimal Wit. It's a Belgian style brew. It's kind of like a Blue Moon or a Shock Top or something like that. Belgian style wheat beer. It's pretty good, actually. It's got some spices in it. Yeah, I do
really
good. Yeah, Mark likes it. He concurs. It's only 4.9%, which I got that just because I know I'm gonna be drinking scotch tonight. So I wanted to,
Smart man.
yeah, I'm still gonna black out, so it's all good. What you got there, Justin?
It's a Fat Tire from New Belgium Brewing Company.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Belgian white wheat ale with orange peels.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Really good, really good. It's really good.
Sounds like it. I had a Sam Adams Summer Ale, and now I'm following that up with a Stella.
Okay.
I'm drinking the common beer today.
the beer of the serfs.
That's right.
The peasants. Yeah. Boy, go out there.
Go. You can go down together.
No. All right. Well, so daughter wants to get in on it. No. Okay. So yeah. So let's talk about some things. Right now we're going to talk about Joe Biden. Maybe a little over a week ago. It wasn't that long ago.
Right.
He was on the Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club is a morning show out of New York with Charlemagne the God as the host.
Good show.
Yep, good show. Angela Yee, co-host, and DJ Envy.
Yeah.
And he was doing a streaming.
He was doing an interview.
Streaming interview with Charlemagne.
Yeah, it was. I watched it.
Yeah.
Because I ain't working right now. It come on TV.
Yeah.
I watch it.
And Joe Biden was about to leave. His wife had to get on and use the same spot he was using to get on the camera and stuff.
Yeah.
And Charlemagne said, well, wait a minute, Joe. We got a long way till November. Got more questions to ask you. And Joe Biden says, questions? Well, if you questioning whether you're going to vote for me or Trump, then you ain't black. And it can be taken many different ways. I don't know how I feel about it as far as what he meant. I do know that what he said, I do feel not going to say most, but a lot of the Democrat politicians do believe that. It seemed like to me he was saying, and you can give your opinion and, whatever. It seemed like to me he was saying that if you're black, you should automatically be voting for a Democrat all the time. And I don't know.
Well, we were talking about this off camera.
Yeah.
And like I said, I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to me, I can't speak for anybody else. To me, it seemed like what he meant was his record against Trump's record. Because later on, after he said that,
He said, well, you check my record.
yeah.
Which ain't a good thing to boast about either, though.
Well, it's not. But what he's saying is compared to Trump, it's better than Trump.
Yeah.
But
We don't know. Only he knows what.
yes,
what
that's what I was
he
getting ready
meant.
to say.
Now,
But-
I've long thought that.
now,
Go ahead.
yeah. What I was going to say was,
Mhm.
and I think I was telling Mark this off camera, was Jamila Hill tweeted, and I kind of agree with it. She tweeted and said, when you compare his record to Trump's, what he's saying is correct. But he can't be the one to say it. He can't tell black people who can be black and who can't be black.
Yes, because it's patently wrong and untrue. It doesn't matter
Who you vote
for.
Yeah.
If you black, you black. That's it. I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
it seems like, and I'm not saying this is what he meant, but I do know a lot of them do believe that if you're black, you should automatically vote Democrat.
Yeah. No.
And it's I don't know. It's a crazy way to think, but it's also low-key racist. And I'm long to believe that racists just aren't on the Republican side. And if you if you think that, then you're
wrong.
You're fucking wrong. Not just wrong.
Yeah.
You're fucking wrong. And a lot of the powerful Democrats are just as racist as we think Donald Trump is. And if you don't think so, you're fucking wrong.
Well, true.
Yes.
I mean, tell us how you really feel. Like.
Yeah. And I just don't want people to get. I understand that people don't want Trump in there. They're scared of what Trump's doing to the country and this and that. And let me just say this: the way I view the government and the country is different than 95% of Americans. I'm what the streets call a conspiracy theorist. Now,
No.
so that just means that the things that I believe are not are being said in the mainstream or come off as quote unquote fact in the history books, textbooks, and mainstream media out the government's mouth. So it's hard for me to give it's hard for me to have these type of conversations with people because I just clearly don't see it as y'all see it. I don't, and
Well, that's your point of view. That's
but
right.
what I'm saying is when you try to say that to people, they're like, well, no, but this and this. I'm like, yes, but I cannot see it that way because I have a different type of knowledge in my head. Is what I'm saying.
That's why we're Americans. You can have your own viewpoint.
Yes, but what I want to talk about that later is why most people, a lot of people don't want to give credence to some of these quote unquote conspiracy theories. Why you just brush them off, or when you say something, why you say, oh, just go put your little tinfoil hat on. Shut the fuck up! I'll punch you in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's some of the truth they don't want out there. That's
It
why.
could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark.
You
You
look
about to say
like
something.
you look like he was trying to get in. Like he was about to double gun and shit. Yeah.
I was just gonna go back and say, you mentioned Biden
Yep.
and check his record. But when we go back to check the record,
It ain't
what
good.
what are we checking for? Are we checking for the 1994 crime bill that was passed,
Yeah.
where you put in effect the 3-strike law?
Right.
Or are we talking about the 1993, 1995 congressional meetings? Like, what record are we supposed to check? That
I think he's
because
saying,
we're black, we're supposed to vote for Biden.
well, that's what a lot of people believe. And I think what he's saying is compared to Trump, which to me is like, which gun do you want to get shot with? Trump is an AK-47, Biden is a 22. Which one you want to get shot with? They both bad. They both gonna kill you.
Well, see, that's the thing. And that's another thing I hear a lot of y'all say is the lesser of two evils.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in lesser two evils, and that's just me. To me, evil is evil, and also coming from I'm gonna put air quotes around this motherfucker because conspiracy theory.
You know what?
But coming from where I'm coming from, they're both doing the same thing. They just have different policy-wise to shove in your face to appease the people. What they're really doing, in my opinion, is keeping us divided. Because as long as we're divided, they have power over us. Divide and conquer is the basic. So we're fighting down here over Trump this, Biden that, Republican this, liberal convert, all that bullshit, and they keep the power up there doing whatever it is, their underhanded agendas to bring this country to whatever they're trying to get us to.
Whatever can serve them the best.
Yeah.
Because to me, they're both bad. I mean, I don't really trust many politicians. I mean, yes, there are some good ones. They're few and far between, but
It's like 7. It's like 7.
I mean, but we're going to touch this later, but it's like cops. Not all cops are bad.
No.
But,
yeah.
yeah, we're going to touch that later. That's another segment. But,
So, yeah, right.
so, but what I'm saying is, we all have a difference of opinion, Like, I guess they say abortion is a hot button issue to some people. Some people feel this way, some people feel that way.
Yeah.
To me, I don't really thought about it, probably because I'm a guy. I ain't really thought about it. But what should happen is you have your opinion, y'all have your opinion. There's a debate, y'all talk, get it together, and try to find some common ground.
But do you have to be?
But that doesn't happen.
But do you have to be friends first? Because
No.
we don't. So what you're saying is, as easy it is for us to disagree and get along and drink and laugh, it should be that for everybody. But so
Should be.
that's a deeper problem. Why is it not?
All right. Because there's cash involved. When
I'm
cash
talking about on a lower level.
Oh, I thought you were talking about politicians. Cash involved.
No. Well, see, I'm not talking about them because you know what I believe about politicians.
Okay.
Because like
I'm talking about-
like-minded people, they stick together. I mean,
Herd mentality.
I mean, I got people that I work with, well, when I was going to work, that I disagreed on everything with, fundamentally. But they were still my boys, We went out, went to lunch, did whatever.
but y'all were friends first.
Yeah, I mean, we worked, man. Yeah. So, yeah, we would go out, do whatever. We would have disagreements.
But you found the common ground first before you disagreed politically, maybe.
Yeah, listen, there was a guy I worked with, last election, I voted for Hillary. Not necessarily because I liked Hillary, just thought she was better than Trump. Couldn't really stand her either, but thought she was better than Trump.
Well, I got some shit to tell you.
And me and him, and he voted for Trump. And he said he's on the defense the other way. He said he couldn't stand Hillary. He don't really like Trump, but he figured that was the lesser of two evils, so he voted for Trump.
So we in the same damn place we were 4 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
With the same shit choices.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to know.
That's almost one of the biggest problems. The choices.
Well, there's the rub.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You have nobody. So what I want to know is when people see shit going on, why is it so hard to believe there's an evil agenda from a black hand, so to speak, people you can't see? Why is that so hard to believe?
Some people don't want it to change.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Yeah, some people don't want it to change.
What I'm saying is, if I were to come and tell you that there's just this evil group of people who got their finger on all the pulses of this world that's trying to bring forth, maybe a one world government or whatever the fuck. Why does that just go past people's? Like they don't even consider it being true. When they know there's evil, and these are people that believe in God, let me tell you. So if you believe in God, you ought to believe in another side of it.
They just don't want to.
Because they've been desensitized.
Yeah.
Which is what I want to
It's
get
been an
into.
attack on the American people for some time. It's been going on before anybody in my age, where I'm 40, has been born. It's been going on before our parents has been born. It's been going on for a long time. And all of the technology is it's another weapon against us. You know what I'm saying? Like there's good in all of it, and there's bad. And they use the bad and use the good as a cover. We'll give you this, but behind the closed door, this is what we're doing with this technology, like the smart TV. It's actually watching you.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yeah, I
But
got
it's
three.
sweet because you can hook all your shit up to your TV wirelessly. You know what I'm saying? You could hook your cell phone up and watch whatever you're watching from your cell phone to your television.
Watch
And
it.
whatever apps you can download on your television now. But they don't tell you that all that shit is being recorded. You are being recorded.
We'll make it easy for you, but we're gonna monitor you while you do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm watching one now. UFC fight.
Old books, man, that you probably can't even get in the stores anymore. They hide stuff in books because people don't like to read. Behold a pale horse. See if you can find it. Shit is coming true right now as we speak today.
Way to shot that shit out there, Mark.
Side note, what? There's two women fighting on TV. I know you enjoy that.
I'd rather watch the WNBA, but that's another topic.
I had to get this. I had to.
Oh man.
But anyways, go ahead. What was we saying?
Well, we'll talk about this on another time, but I wanted to get it. There's one day I wanted to get into the how the school system plays the biggest part in what's
What's taught to you?
well molding us to be able to accept anything they throw at us. You know what I'm saying? A school is nothing. A public school is nothing but psychological warfare, mind control, boot camp. That's all it is.
Wow.
Well, kind of like what Mark was getting into earlier, though. I mean, it's all systemic, man. This shit ain't just coincidence, man. This shit was planned a long time
That's
ago.
the thing. It's all the fucking plan. It's good, but that's what I'm saying. When this school thing, and I'm gonna break it down to, the way they teach you versus what they're teaching you, and how it plays the biggest part. And once you become 18 and go out into the world, you're just like, whatever they're feeding you, it just boom.
Well, a lot of the,
Yeah.
I mean, history is written by the winners. So.
Yeah. But it's more than just the history. It's like also it's just the way they teach it, and the way they force feed it to you, and then make you
Yeah. Well, that's
take
what
a test and pass. Taking a test and passing psychologically is what it's doing to you. It's crazy.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah. We'll get to that though.
Yeah.
that's
a whole nother
But that's
topic.
gonna be a whole instead of 3 segments.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a whole just a whole
nother
way
topic.
through joint. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on.
I mean,
I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick. My fault, just I need to cut you
nah,
off.
you good. Go ahead.
But this was something on my mind the other day when I was riding through. I was riding through, ever since we've been on lockdown or whatever, I've still been riding around the city just to see like what the hell is going on. Because a lot of what I'm seeing is going against a lot of what the media has been saying. But also too, Richmond hasn't really been affected like maybe New York City or California. So
Right.
the hospitals aren't going to be filled up.
Yeah,
What
no.
I have noticed, and I want people to pay attention to this, the schools are closed down now. And they look exactly like prisons.
Mm-hmm.
They look like level 1 and level 2 facility prisons. You ride past the school, they have a yard. You know what I'm saying? They got the yard and the school is closed in.
Yeah.
So in your prisons, in your level 1s and level 2s,
Never looked at it like
that's
that.
where a lot of their production is done. That's where they do all the farming. They do grow all the crops. That's where they do pretty much all your production is done in those facilities. Now, if they want to set up a camp or whatever they want to do right now through this coronavirus shit, they don't have to build the infrastructure.
They already got it.
Shit is already closed down. All they got to do is convert this shit. So I just wanted to tell y'all that. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention.
Speak your mind, brother.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit. On that note, way to end that off that segment there, Mark.
Yeah.
we'll be back in a second with another little segment and some beer.
Yeah.
Back with Brews and Views. Shoot the J. Shoot it. I don't know why I did that.
I don't know either.
I was thinking something stupid to say and that was it. But yeah, we're back. Right now, we're going this rioting situation we got going on.
Yeah.
Because of the police brutality situation in Minneapolis, Minnesota, with a cop sitting on the neck for 9 minutes of George Floyd. 9 minutes, saying he can't breathe, and he's in handcuffs. That's look, first of all, I tried to demonstrate this myself just to see. I put my hands behind my back and I tried to get up off the floor.
You can't.
It's fucking hard.
Yeah.
So
why did it take 3 of them to hold him down?
Yes. So needless to say, it's another case of police brutality, and not saying that all cops are bad, but a lot are. You know, KRS-One made songs about it in 1993. Yeah. And the black cops too. You can't leave those motherfuckers out. I saw a video the other day of this black cop in New York, like Goldberg a dude just because he wasn't social distancing on the sidewalk. So, shit crazy.
Nobody ever made a song called "Fuck the Fire Department."
What I want to say is this. You say fire department. There's one dude. I think it was Minnesota. He was a fire guy. He retired. He saved all his money and bought him a bar or made himself a bar, and they burnt that shit down. And it's fucked up. And it's sad. And I mean, I get it. I don't get the whole burning down AutoZone and shit like that. No. But
I don't agree with the looting and rioting. But
not at all.
No.
But Martin Luther King, who was the most nonviolent man ever, said rioting is the voice of the unheard.
It is.
So,
but riot some shit that.
I mean, I get what. Yeah, I don't agree with it.
It's don't burn black people stuff.
Now, some of it I do think is being like it's like a false riot, like people are burning shit just to start some shit.
Yeah, well,
but there are some motherfuckers out there that are just waiting for something to happen, just so they can burn some shit down to the ground, and it's sad, and it's doing two things. The first thing it's doing is taking the spotlight off of the real situation and what happened. The second thing it's doing is giving these motherfuckers ammunition to say, you know what, these people are crazy. Yeah. We need to take some rights away, and
use the code word thug.
And yes,
Joe Biden, 1994. Please look it up.
Yes,
Damn it, his exact words. And I want to say, Art said, police brutality. I just want to add, possibly premeditated police brutality.
Yeah. That's true. There's a lot of stories coming out to where these guys knew each other. They worked with each other for how many years?
I don't know.
17? It's about 17 years. So it seems like to me that this was a first-degree murder and not third-degree.
Well, first of all,
well, he got charged with third-degree murder.
But first of all, third-degree murder.
What the fuck?
Most states don't even have third-degree.
I've never heard that before.
Third-degree murder in Minnesota
usually gets reduced to manslaughter.
When he got charged with manslaughter too, you go.
I saw second-degree manslaughter.
But third-degree murder is basically saying it was an accidental death.
That shit won't know accident.
It wasn't at all.
The motherfucker says I can't breathe.
That's not an accident.
That's not an accident.
It's not.
It's crazy because there's also 3 cops standing around not doing nothing. They got 5.
One standing around not doing nothing. The other 2 was holding him down.
One
was holding his leg.
Yeah. But they just got fired.
Yeah, they all got fired.
They didn't get charged. Motherfuckers.
The ones that could have stopped.
No.
Yes, they could have
as accessory.
Yes.
But you know, cops, they stick together.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why you have an internal affairs division.
Because if us 5 in this room, the 5 adults, are riding in the car, and I jump out
I'm gonna
and
jump
kill
out with
somebody. Well, no, I jump out and kill somebody. I'm gonna get charged with murder. You four gonna get charged with accessory with murder because y'all didn't stop me or didn't say anything.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't know what you.
But that's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
the other 3 cops should get charged.
Yes, they should. With something,
Yes.
but they not.
Wasn't it just a murder a couple weeks ago when a guy was jogging? The guys jumped up on him.
Yeah.
Jumped
that
up
was
on
in
him,
Georgia.
with a shotgun.
That's all.
And then they charged the cameraman with murder also.
Yeah.
So what's
Yeah.
the difference with this case?
Yeah, because
Exactly.
the cameraman was a friend of the people that killed him.
Yeah, and he
The
was
cop
trying to cut
record
him
was
off.
friends
Yeah.
with the so they should be charged
And
too.
their daughter took a picture of Aubrey and put it on Instagram.
The
Wow.
Michael's daughter.
Yeah, the white dude's daughter took a picture. Wow.
And what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. Went over there and took a picture of him.
That's crazy.
So I get the rioting.
Yeah.
I get it.
I get it. I don't
But
agree with
it's-
it, but I understand.
It's
It's hurting us more than it's helping us.
It's hurting us more than it's helping us. Right now, they're about to do some martial law shit. If y'all don't knock this shit off, it's only gonna get worse after that. Because once you give them the power, they don't take it back.
Exactly. There's no getting it back. The people that are riding, you think you're getting something, yeah, you are getting some shit that they don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
So they can implement something that we don't want. And again, it's martial law coming to a city near you.
Whites.
Stop
supporting
looting.
and protecting us.
It is.
There's more
Yeah.
whites involved this
Yeah.
time around. Anyway.
That's
Yeah.
why I think a lot.
That's when they have pictures of white people up, they call them protesters. Because there's a lot of white people, like you said.
It's that woke left, man.
But when it's black people, they call them thugs.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Joe Biden, 1994. also reciprocated by Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they call us thugs? I just want to bring it real quick, just Tupac, Thug Life. The hate you give little infants fucks everybody. Thug
Yes.
Life. That's what it is. You know.
And that man, Trump said, when the looting starts, the shooting starts.
Oh my God, they try to.
And tweet
And that's-
Twitter red flag that.
Yes.
Yeah, and they took it down and they reposted and they took it down again.
And he tried to say that he just meant when the looting starts, people start dying, and it wasn't that he was threatening or anything.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what he tried to say.
Because that's what are the people that clear up the like they write the speeches for the presidents and
Yeah,
Like the press
Like,
secretary.
Press
or something.
secretary and
yeah,
all that.
like
yeah.
you know that's cover up right there for the president because we all know what he meant.
Yeah.
He's talking about the military shooting,
Yeah.
not the looters.
And that statement comes from a racist police chief in Miami and George Wallace. If you know anything about history, that was one of George Wallace's key campaign statements.
He's the governor that stood on the steps of Alabama University.
Yes, he was the governor of Alabama.
Yes, and he didn't want to let the integration happen in that college.
Yes, and that was one of his main core things, that if they start looting, we'll start shooting.
Man, it's crazy. And this is happening in, this is fucking
Harrison.
in Richmond now.
Yes,
Nuts.
every major metropolis is having a riot right now.
Just got a text 10 minutes ago. Philadelphia, the city of Philly is now rioting.
Told you. Everyone.
It's a trickle down effect.
They're gonna have to.
They gonna have to do some shit we don't want to happen.
No, what they're gonna have to do is pull Obama out and have him give a speech.
Oh, Trump trying to pull the Obama gate. That's not going to happen.
No.
As much as we need Obama's voice right now, they're trying to silence him also.
But that's
Are we beyond that point?
that's what
Silencing Obama?
to me.
Yeah, like if they pulled him out, are we beyond that?
I mean, it's clearly tension between Obama and Trump. And this been going on before Obama passed the power over to Trump because of the investigation that they were trying to do against him.
crossover entertainer?
Administration
Let's get
against
that
Trump.
person.
It ain't gonna happen.
Who?
Ain't but one voice that's gonna stop the rioting, and that's Barack Obama. But politically, I don't know if it's a good move for him to stop it.
Well,
So
Trump
therefore, I don't know if he's going to.
Yeah, because all this is under Trump's watch.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's making him look
Terrible.
bad.
Now, could he stop it? Because he has a powerful voice when he stands up and talks.
Yes, people will listen.
Yes, but politically, does it help him or Joe Biden? So that's
I
the
don't know.
question,
I
because
think
he's
the
probably
people-
not
I think
going
the
to do it.
people already who gonna vote for Joe Biden and will vote for Trump is already. I think the minds is made up.
Yeah, that's already made
It's
up.
not. I don't think it matters.
Well, it ain't. Well, I ain't mean to cut you off, but I wasn't saying it was about their votes. It was just if you're Obama right now, politically, you don't say nothing because it makes Trump look horrible.
But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Exactly.
matter. It doesn't
That's part
matter
of it.
now.
Exactly.
Like
Right.
the minds are made up. Like
Well, he's not worried about the minds. He
But
just
that's what I'm
wants,
saying. What does it matter now if he makes them look horrible now?
because it's what Mark just said.
But the votes are made up.
Fuck the votes. It's what Mark just
That's
said.
what it's about, ain't it?
No, it's the bad blood. Him and
Oh.
Trump can't stand each other. So fuck the votes. He gonna make Trump look as bad as possible.
Yeah.
So some spite shit.
That's why we just had this what was it? The executive order passed Thursday because they don't want Trump looking bad. Fact check Trump. No, shut Twitter down.
It's fake news.
Wrong.
This would be a great time for Celebrity Deathmatch to come back out.
You are right. You are correct on
Trump
that.
versus Obama. That shit would be great.
Yeah.
Oh my God. SNL, write that up.
Yeah.
Somebody. If I had the money, I would.
Yes.
Give me some lookalikes, and I will shoot that shit myself and post it on Brews and Views. Brews and Views, check us out.
Side note. This is a little side poll just between us and him.
Oh, fellas, real quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Shout out to Elon Musk.
Got fear in the face.
Congratulations.
Which is true. Motherfucker just shot 2 people into space way cheaper than NASA could ever do it. And it's going on big things. Sooner or later, the elite are going to be able to escape the planet when the Earth asteroid comes. That's what they're trying to do. That's exactly what they're trying. They're trying to find somewhere else to live because the Earth is doomed.
This is when the Earth asteroid comes.
Yes, and we're going to be here recording. Because
So-
we ain't going to be on the ship.
You right. They ain't gonna let us
They ain't
on.
gonna let us on.
We have a permanent team.
But if they
Ain't gonna be too many of us.
some podcast hosts up on here on Mars, you know, I put my name in the ring.
Yeah, they ain't gonna let us do it.
Richard Wealthy, you go
But
first.
on the back to the riots in Atlanta, you know, when they stormed the CNN building.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if this is a riot talk or just on the media talk, because if you watch CNN talked about they storming the CNN building, and if you watch Fox News, they talked about good protesters are storming CNN building because they're fed up with CNN. Now the problem is both of them are wrong. I just found out a little while ago.
What's that?
There is a police precinct in the CNN building.
Really?
So that's why they were storming the building. It had nothing to do with any of the media. It had nothing to do with CNN or Fox News.
That's why I would have done it. To burn up CNN. But that's just me.
Hey, again, we talked earlier, lesser of two evils. If I got to get rid of one, I'm getting rid of Fox News.
Well, actually, if you want to go there, there's 2 people. Well, one. I'll give you one. There's one person on Fox that calls out both sides. And that's Chris Wallace.
Yes,
son
Chris
of,
Wallace
of
does.
Mike Wallace, who was a great 60 Minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, his dad on 60 Minutes. So, as far as somebody who calls out both, as they see, you know, when it needs be,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Wallace is the only one that does it. Nobody on MSNBC does it. Nobody on CNN does it, and not the rest of the people on Fox do it. But Chris Wallace does do it. So shout out to Chris Wallace for being non-biased.
I get rid of Fox.
I'll get rid of all of them, and I would cut on YouTube because there's plenty of people on YouTube. cut Rachel Maddow off. Cut Joy Reid off. Cut Chuck Todd off. Cut Sean Hannity off. Cut Laura Ingham. That bitch, I want to punch her in her face.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of hers either.
Yeah,
Shut up and dribble, lady.
cut Don Lemon.
Yeah.
Don Lemon, Chris Cuomo, all these people. Cut them the fuck off.
Hold on, I like Chris Cuomo, and I like his
I'll
brother.
punch him in the... No, hold up. Which one's the brother? The mayor.
Brother is the mayor.
The mayor. I don't like Chris Cuomo.
I like both of them.
I will cut on YouTube, because there's plenty of people on YouTube doing the same shit that they do who are much better. And I strongly recommend them.
I mean,
cut off
we on
mainstream
YouTube. Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
YouTube and all your social media platforms are the new news media.
Yes.
If you want honest, truthful reports.
Yes.
And it's another reason why they're trying to shut the shit down.
Because all the other ones are owned by the same fucking people, and so they're all agenda driven. Whereas people, they're not journalists. They're just putting their spin on it and trying to make you see it a certain way. Versus on YouTube, they're just saying we're just actually fucking reporting, and it's a lot better. So I would strongly recommend you cut on us or cut on YouTube and leave MSNBC,
That's what we
CNN,
always
and
say.
Fox, and NPR, because they just bore the hell out of it. They're so boring. They're so boring.
It's what we always say, like Cliff always say, do your own research.
Do your own research.
I watch CNN.
You shouldn't.
I watch
You
Fox.
shouldn't.
But listen,
You shouldn't.
no, because I try to hear all sides of the argument. I go on YouTube, look at stuff. I watch stuff on CNN. I watch stuff on Fox. And granted, there's some stuff when I cut it on and I'm looking at it, I go, that's fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need all sides. Just give me all the facts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People.
But what?
Real quick, come to your own conclusion.
Just give me the facts.
These are, I forgot what the disclaimer is exactly, but these are the opinions of Mark and Mark only. Y'all know how that shit goes.
We gotta put the disclaimer on there. The opinions of each host are their own views.
Mm-hmm.
There's no.
But what I'll say is, if you want conservative or liberal or whatever, get it from YouTube. Don't get it from MSNBC or Fox. They're all fucked up, evil people. I guarantee you, they're way more evil.
Well, that too, but
I mean,
you gotta watch who you watch getting it from on YouTube too, because
Well, you do, but there's so many. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
what I was
saying.
about to
And
say.
make up your own point. But I'm just
But
telling
if they
you.
live streaming what's happening, I can go off that and I see the facts.
right.
You know, and that's not opinionated.
Yeah, I get you on that.
I'm just telling you the people.
Shit, Sean Hannity has a YouTube page. Don't look at him.
I'm not talking, but he's on mainstream. What I'm talking about is the mainstream people are owned by these corporate evil people, and they're driving forth the agenda of them. So whatever the fuck they're saying, if you're gonna listen to them, listen to both. But I strongly recommend, don't listen to either one of them. Go to independent media sources on the internet.
Exactly. Don't have your ideas influenced by outside sources that don't give a fuck about you or your ideas.
These people are millionaires and they get paid millionaires, so therefore you should not be taking any advice from them.
Mm-mm. But side note on the riots,
Oh God.
how much of the vandalism is planned? Do y'all think? Just give me a percentage. Like
It's hard to say, but I would tell you that it's not all 100% unplanned. Just crazy people being upset. There's some, I dare say, government plants in there who are causing this
we
shit.
were just talking about it off camera. There was a dude with an earpiece in.
Yes.
Yeah, it started. And it was the guy, let's go back and everybody research Matt Shea. He's probably no longer going to be the Republican if he's not a Republican anymore, but go back and look him up and see what he did to the American people. This guy had inside sources to start terrorism within the United States. And terrorism within the United States is what you saw a couple weeks ago when the Patriots stormed the Congress building with their guns.
Not the football.
Not saying he authorized, but not saying he authorized it, but somebody authorized that.
No, I was saying not the football team.
Activated, I should say.
You said the Patriots, so that might
Well,
sound
when
like
not the New England Patriots, Patriots of America. They were activated.
It's a militia, right?
The militia, they were activated.
Yes. You got
So,
yeah. Clarify what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
with you though. I'm with you though. Yeah.
Cliff, how much you think is the other riots is of planned violence or?
Actually,
I don't think any of it's planned. It's just the next step. It's the reaction.
no, I think.
What do you think there's government plants in it?
come on, Cliff.
I'm not about to sit here and say no, it ain't.
Got you.
But you know, on the real, it takes. So say each city, it just takes one person. Say it's you, Cliff, to go and
Damn.
go. No, I'm not saying it's you.
Cliff's not a government plant, please.
But no, what I'm saying is, all it takes is one person to say, yeah, fuck yeah, and break some shit, and then the rest of the sheep will follow.
Exactly. And not only that, not just any person, but an influential person.
Yes.
And that could be an influential person in the community or an influential person in power.
Let's just say, the government is infiltrating people that they feel is a threat. Hell, Malcolm X security guard was a government plant. He was a cop.
Yeah.
It is what it is. that's what they do.
If you're a threat to their overall security and status,
For their agenda.
you will be dealt with.
Yeah. And to make it very, very, very simple for you, everybody out there, anybody who's listening,
But
just research some of China's policies and look at what's happening today.
I don't know.
They're implementing Chinese policies in America.
I don't know. I don't agree with the rioting and the looting, but I mean, nonviolence has been the way for a long time, and I'll just say, well, yes, it's a little bit better, but is it where we want to be? No.
No, but if you damned if you do, damned
If
if
you
you don't.
that's the point.
You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do?
I can't agree with the looting. I don't. I mean, if black people work hard for their businesses and you run through the neighborhood and tear it down, that's a problem.
Shout out to Killer Mike for what his little speech he gave.
But I understand people are frustrated because, here we go again. How many more times white authority figure gonna kill a black person and then walk, say they fear for their life and walk? That's the issue with it.
Well, it's always been the issue, and it's always been there. I mean, so what?
How can you fear for your life when you got somebody handcuffed on the ground, face down?
But that's always the excuse. No matter what happens,
How is that possible, though? But how can that shit fly?
because it's white people in America.
With people recording and stuff now, like I said, with social media, it can't fly anymore. That's why he's locked up right now. Even if it's third-degree murder, whatever they're charging him with.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they can't. That's why they don't want nobody recording this stuff.
That's what
That's
Will
why they want
Smith
to
said.
censor social media eventually. Just like Jess told me earlier, off camera, and it's something that I didn't know. But he put me on to. He was like, they Twitter and the rest of social media is like filed the what do you tell me, Jess? They filed
Filing a lawsuit to stop Trump's executive order.
Yeah, so that means we have some more time.
But they're going to file it in California,
eventually-
which means they're going to get what they want.
Exactly. Eventually, we still got a little more time. So just everybody, please, man, just pay attention.
But, I mean,
Take a red pill.
you can't get,
Okay.
you can't have,
Research them both.
I don't know, you can't have, I don't know, you can't have white cops killing black people anymore. It's just not going to fly anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to happen, but the riots are what you're getting now. And it's going to happen again. So if you thought this time was bad, wait till it happens again.
I feel like they should make an example of one cop. Just one, make an
They're going to have to.
public lynching like it's Oklahoma 1885.
Which Will Smith said, racism isn't getting worse, it's just getting filmed now.
That's all. That's the
It's
only
never gone anywhere. And it's never going to go anywhere. Let's be honest.
Well, hold on.
Racism is never going to go anywhere.
Hold on. Sociologically speaking, okay? What happens is the younger generation of white people, racism dies a little bit each generation.
It dies, but it's not going to fully go away.
Well,
As long as we keep calling each other different races.
it's not going to go away in our lifetime.
No, but as long as we see ourselves as different races, there's always going to be, because just saying that somebody's going to feel better than the next person. You know
Well,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
But
But it's taught.
yeah, racism is tough.
Yeah,
But what happened is, like, the racism our parents fought back in the 60s, we don't fight. It's a different type of racism.
But it's a different type, but it's still racism.
But
It's
they
evolved.
say, that's what I was getting ready to say.
Evolved.
It gets better. But
Exactly. It's like you just said, it's going to get better over time, but just little
by little.
Yeah.
And it starts.
The problem
Could go faster, though.
why you see so much of it now is like we just said, it's getting filmed.
It's social
It's like, damn, this motherfucker's racist. Let me cut on the camera. Or call somebody or something. Yeah. And I mean, because the protesters, there's a bunch of white people out there too.
Yeah.
People out there in America, don't let Trump and Biden and whoever else fool you that it's all black people out here protesting and rioting and looting. It is not.
Don't let the social media pictures fool you. Because they post pictures.
Of white people.
Yeah.
purposely.
Oh,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just like the news article, I think MSN today, that they posted the day of the riots in Minneapolis. It had a bunch of black kids on there with 1 or 2 white children in front.
Yeah.
But the majority of the people that they showed in this picture were young black children.
Trying to shape your perspective on.
Trying to shape your perspective.
Exactly. That's what I said earlier with the word thugs. Thug is again, sociologically speaking, thug is a trigger word for racism. If you close your eyes and have any person in the world close your eyes, and say, thug, now what do you see? The first person you're going to see is a black dude with tattoos and a do-rag. It's a code word.
Mm-hmm.
So when they say thug, they want you to think it's black people.
Joe Biden, 1994.
There's also a lot of code words
Instigated
too.
by Donald Trump.
Minority, which I hate. I hate the fucking word minority.
Well,
Urban.
yeah, urban is a code word.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, do you know that one of the reasons that Donald Trump was big elected and a lot of white people followed him is because by 2040, white people are supposed to be the minority in America.
Yes.
So, and they are not happy about that. It's okay when we're the white people. Well, when we're the minority, excuse me. But
Nobody wants to be called a minority.
that's true. But
Terrible.
it's accepted when we're the ones called the minority. But when it flips and you're the minority now.
Which I just want to say.
They don't want us to have the voice.
Right.
Which I just want to say that all the media calls us minority, not just the Republican media.
Everybody calls us minority.
So they're all motherfucking racist. It's the point I wanted to bring back to the first. They're all racist, motherfucker.
Damn it.
Joe Biden, 1994. Joe Biden, 1993. Congressional meeting. Joe Biden, 1993.
Thank you.
He said this shit back then.
But we gonna wrap this. We can go on. And I'm pretty sure Mark's gonna mention Joe Biden in the next segment too.
That's right.
But we'll be back with some more Brews and Views.
Joe Biden.
All right. Back with Brews and Views. To y'all, it's just seconds. To me, we've been chilling for a minute, getting a little more drunker.
Yeah, definitely.
We've been drinking. I'm gonna actually go back. I just want to re-mention what we were drinking on. We had, oh my God.
Yeah, we don't put
So
cream on
for
that.
those on
YouTube,
we're crushing my $80 bottle of Macallan 12.
it ain't gonna make it.
It ain't gonna make it. And I fully intended it for not to make it through the night. This is what I bought it for. Good scotch for a good lady, and that's what we were doing with this. And I'm still drinking the Port City Belgian wheat ale. It's a wheat ale from Alexandria, Virginia. Support local, either in your city or in the state. Support local.
Yeah.
Especially through the COVID-19.
Yeah.
Because local businesses is kind of hurting going on right now.
I think we're all drinking
And
wheat ale.
the riots, because you need your shit to get back.
Yes. The riots, they just might burn down your local brewery or AutoZone or whatever the fuck, whatever it is. So support them because they might need it.
Yeah, basically.
So yeah.
What you drinking, Cliff?
Still drinking some more Macallan and throwing back a Stella.
Gotcha.
Did I ask for more ice?
You did. It's in the blue cup.
Oh,
you can't see
shit.
it.
All right.
Mark, what you drinking on?
Switched it up to Fat Tire.
The Fat
White. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's
Tastes similar to Port City.
Yeah, it's a Belgian wheat
white
ale.
Yeah. So that's what I'm drinking. The Fat Tire.
They're both pretty good.
Yeah.
And I just want to mention soon we will be
Brewing our own.
testing and brewing our own beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna
Should be pretty interesting.
We'll see and after a while we'll probably have our own style brew.
Yeah.
With our logo and all our shit on it. So
yeah.
I mean, this is Brews and Views, man. And every word we're giving our views, and we love our brews.
Yeah, pretty much.
So this is the shut up. This is the I don't know, but the inspiration for what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it's mostly, I like to see how the conversation goes as we get drunker too. It's always, pretty good.
It's entertaining if nothing else.
If nothing else.
And like we said, this is what we do anyway. Now we just record.
Yeah, we just record.
We're just sharing it with y'all.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your mother, tell your grandpa.
You can find us on anywhere, pretty much.
Yeah, YouTube. You're watching the video. Spotify. And
iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean,
all that shit.
I think we're gonna try to get on Google. So,
Yeah, we gotta get that shit on there.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Google Play. So yeah, this is what it is. And right now, the next topic is it's gonna be a
spirited.
Yeah. Yeah. And no matter where you have this conversation, it's a spirited conversation.
Yes, it is.
And that's whether or not the self-proclaimed King, LeBron James, is a top 5 NBA player ever. And I myself, just going to start it off, and he's a Laker, and I'm a Laker fan,
Right.
but I'm going to say no.
Gotcha.
He's not a top 5 NBA player ever. I got him in my top 10. I do.
Yeah.
And I think I sent y'all. I don't know where the list is at. It's on a different phone. But I had my top 10 of people that I've seen, and LeBron was like, I had him at like 7 or 8. But he's definitely not my top 5.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And just to throw it out there, I'm gonna give you my top 5 right now. Oh, god damn! I forgot when I sent y'all that list. I forgot fucking Iverson. Oh. So anyway, mine is, and the top 2 is really all that matters. Is LeBron? I mean not LeBron.
Oh,
Alcohol bad.
Turn up.
Alcohol bad.
Take a shot for that.
It's Mike. It's Kobe. And then I think I had I had Akeem Olajuwon in there somewhere. Even though he only had the 2 rings, Akeem Olajuwon was a bad motherfucker. If y'all ain't seen him play, check out the tape, Young Bucks. I know y'all young fellas y'all don't know nothing about that, but Akeem Olajuwon was bad.
Disgusting.
I had Tim Duncan and shit, maybe Magic or Larry Bird or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But Tim Duncan, I think that one might have been 3rd. And he got 5 rings. I really don't base my shit on rings. I hate that. I hate that shit.
Because Charles Barkley was nice.
Yeah, Charles Barkley was nice, motherfucker. But Tim Duncan is still in my top. I love Tim Duncan, and his game was just fundamentally there. There was no flaws in it whatsoever. It's not
big fundamental.
Yes.
You went out there and busted your ass. And that was that.
You couldn't find a flaw in that game. And he got 5 rings to show for it.
Yeah.
But I would just give my top 3 right there. I don't know what but LeBron's not in my top 5. And yeah, I can't say now. I know Mark over here he's dying to get in. He's doing the hot double dutch, and he's trying to get in. He's not agreeing with me. But what say you, Mark?
So first I want to say my apologies for rubbing my legs just now. I'm actually drunk and I went into a zone. So I'm gonna give you my top 5. It's all opinionated. My first is LeBron James.
Number 1.
Second,
Hold up, over Mike?
Michael Jordan. Whoa, over Michael. Third, Magic Johnson. Fourth,
That might be my favorite.
Kobe Bryant. And 5th, Allen Iverson.
Woo! Bubba.
Why?
Chuck.
Allen Iverson, you say?
Pound for pound.
Not because Art just mentioned it. He's got to put it on his top 5. Because I am from Philadelphia and I moved to Virginia. And I moved back to Philadelphia. And now I'm back again in Virginia. Mark, what does that have to do with anything? Why is Allen Iverson in number 5? When I moved to Virginia, Allen Iverson was killing it in high school.
Yo, Bubba Chuck.
And when I moved back to Philadelphia, He helped Philly go to the championship and won one game against the Los Angeles Lakers. And not only did it win a game, but we rioted the fucking city. Similar to what's going on today, but for different reasons, different purposes, whole different political agenda.
I love it.
And now I'm back in Virginia. Allen Iverson. Back home. One of the greatest of all time.
Funny dude.
Hey, well, first of all, Mark, thanks for coming by tonight. You were a fucking phenomenal guest.
Yes.
But man, Allen Iverson, yeah.
I don't have him in my top 5, but first of all, if you never saw him play in high school,
throwing alley-oops at Tony Rutland, that's a great thing. But for a guy who didn't like practice, who didn't work on his game,
and for a guy that was 5'11", because they listed him as 6'1", he wasn't 6'11", and 130 pounds soaking wet.
and to win a game against the Lakers, who had not lost a game in the Western Conference up until that point,
Yeah.
he murdered them. Now he lost 4 straight after that,
but he did step over Fox.
He threw the first punch.
What was it?
Tyronn Lue. He stepped over Tyronn Lue.
And
Shot 3 in his face, stepped over him.
That was terrible.
He landed the first haymaker.
Yeah, so I don't agree with your Allen Iverson, but I like the Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's on you, Cliff. It's on you, Big Cliff.
I mean, you can haggle over the order, but I'm going Mike, Kareem, Kobe, Bird, Magic, and yeah, I know I'm giving you another one, but Tim Duncan.
So you don't even have LeBron in your top 6, because that was 6, right?
Yeah, so he's number 7.
That's 6.
I
Yeah.
think I had him at like 8.
Yeah, so I'm giving him number 7.
Yeah. Yeah. Big fundamental though. I think he's slept on.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
But see, I'm kind of torn in my top 5 because I got Mike, I got Kareem, then I got Kobe, Magic, and then at the 5th spot, I'm torn between LeBron, Larry Bird, and the big fundamental. That's the 3 that I'm kind of in the
Which are all good spots because they all did their thing. And the thing about Larry Bird is, imagine if he was black or he didn't have a bad back. If he didn't have a bad back, Larry Bird was sweet.
Yeah.
I hated that motherfucker.
The back was terrible.
I swear I hated that dude.
If Larry Bird was black,
He'd have been the best ever.
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Best ever.
We will be talking about him up there with Mike. Larry, I couldn't stand Larry Bird.
But the fact that we've all heard the stories of where he would tell a player, look, I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to do it just like this. I'm going to throw the ball here. I'm going to catch it right here. I'm going to shoot it right here. I'm going to make it right here. And the shit would all come to fruition.
Yeah.
That's just fucking great.
And they were talking about in that game 7 against the Lakers when it went to overtime, when he had the open 3 from the corner. Magic got a championship that year, but he probably shouldn't have. Because Larry Bird missed the open 3 from the corner. And you know, for the young bucks in here, they never saw Larry Bird play. That shit just didn't happen.
No. There was nothing, and he did nothing spectacular as far as athleticism.
Right.
But
no, he bust your ass and then you wondered how he did it.
Yes.
What just happened here?
It's like, man, this dude's got 40 and 15 rebounds. How did that happen?
yeah. So, you know, it's all, and a lot of these arguments might just be on the style of play you like to see.
Yeah, true.
A lot of it has to do with rings too, but it's just it's all just your perspective. So I want to get the young whippersnapper, the one with an 18-year-old.
I hate myself.
Was it 18-year-old? How old are you, Jaden?
16.
18 to 16-year-old in here.
Yo, listen, disgusting. Got to say that.
Their top 5.
Alright.
Oh, listen,
Alright, go ahead,
nasty.
Jason.
Fucking late.
Number 1, obviously Mike.
Okay.
Number 2, Kobe.
Oh,
Okay.
Number 3,
Just be honest, man.
be honest with yourself.
Who you got, Bron?
no, I don't got Bron.
Wiz Khalifa? What
No.
is that?
I'm torn between
KD?
KD's not up there.
Y'all say Steph Curry and y'all look. I'm smoking.
I'll put AI right there just because.
Okay.
Number 4 has has to go to Kareem.
Okay.
And number 5 is Magic.
Got an old soul, young buck.
Respect.
Yeah, clearly.
Respect for knowing who actually just knowing who these people are.
Yeah.
And respect for that.
Young buck got an old soul.
All right, younger buck. What's the younger buck got?
If you say LeBron,
I like to know
get
what
yourself together.
I like to know what the younger generation is you know, their mentality.
Okay.
Right. Perspective.
Number one is Mike.
Okay.
Number 2, LeBron. Number 3, Wilt.
Wilt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4, Kareem.
Ooh.
Number 5. Who would be my number 5? Oh yes, Kobe. Kobe's number 5.
Kobe. Now, was number 1 Mike before or before the
Last Dance.
The Last Dance?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, probably because I watch a lot of old highlights. So
No.
they've probably seen it.
Mike has always been my number 1 since birth.
Did the Last Dance change your perspective of Mike in any way?
Which is it's a good question, and no, it did not.
it didn't.
Well, no.
And
I always thought Mike was a
It
head
did
coach.
not for us, but I don't think it was for us. I think it was more for the
younger
LeBron
kids,
fans.
The LeBron fans.
But it was for them, to show them. We knew.
Like, to show that y'all on LeBron's nuts, but this is the dude right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
My personal opinion is that it glorified Mike and it shitted on some of his teammates.
It did shit on
It did.
Scottie Pippen's upset about
It
that
did,
shit. If you look online,
Shit, everybody-
Scottie Pippen is mad.
Shit, the only
They
one
could have
that
added it a lot better. That's how I feel.
look, the only one ain't mad is Steve Kerr.
But Scottie Pippen, but Mike's production company was executive producers on the shit.
Exactly. That's why Mike Jordan said
Yeah.
people aren't going. They want to have a different opinion about me when this comes out.
Yep.
Yeah, if you
Well,
want
that's
to
the
do what
thing.
you want to do with it.
The crazy thing is they showed it, or they before it came out they said this is about the Bulls' Last Dance.
Yeah, but it was really about Mike.
It was Mike's legacy.
It was a Mike legacy, and then
Yeah.
once you get into it and you hear the behind the scenes, it was all
Yeah.
about Mike.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They should have left the whole cocaine episode out. They didn't have to.
It was not needed.
Yeah,
I feel why Craig Hodges is mad, because if you're saying, if this is really about Michael Jordan, why are you throwing light on our cocaine?
Exactly. It's especially some shit that deep and personal and supposed to be like, you know, that's personal shit that
locker
you're
room
doing.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Locker room
That's
shit.
like confidential shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You could have put some other things.
Because
on
nobody
there.
heard about it. Nobody was thinking about it until you brought it up.
Yeah, and even though back then cocaine was the fucking thing to do, nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah.
And I still don't give a fuck if you did it back then. I don't got no different opinion with Craig. I still won championship. You still was good.
But nobody,
That didn't have to be put in
it
there.
didn't have to be put in there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mike was.
They also
Hold on, real quick, y'all. Michael Irvin and all of them was doing the cocaine for the Cowboys when they won the championship. They came out and said, like, everybody was doing this shit. You know,
I think you said on the last episode, or one of those episodes, I said if you weren't doing cocaine, I'd be surprised.
except for Lynn Bice.
Except for
and Michael Jordan.
yeah. But that's also I will give Mike this, that out of all the distractions, even the gambling. So if you can go to before a playoff game, if you can go out, smoke cigars, drink, and play 18 holes of golf, and then go to a playoff game and win that motherfucker,
Greatest ever.
greatest ever.
Or you could go do what Dennis Rodman did.
And just take a break. Like, fuck it, I need to go to Vegas.
Yeah. So shout out to Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Did y'all get that
Y'all see
meme?
what Robert said though? Mike didn't give him any problem because he knew when he came into that gym, he came to work.
He came to work.
You know what
That's
I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
And you know, you might see an errant shot from time to time from Dennis Rodman, but you know what you saw? You saw defense and rebound.
Exactly.
Every
They do a
time.
goddamn
Every
job.
night.
Every night. High energy.
That's right.
You don't know that he was up till 6 in the morning.
Yeah, he might even go to sleep.
Banging
Cocaine,
Yeah, he did.
smoking weed, popping pills, fucking girls.
Carmen Electra,
Yep.
and the whole.
Did y'all see the meme
Man
I
can't
sent?
energize.
Yes.
The meme I sent, he said he was on the greatest winning streak of all time. I gotta find that jump. It said Dennis Rodman went to Vegas, won a championship, banged Carmen Electra, and it was all in within like 48 hours.
Yeah.
He was on the greatest winning streak of all time.
That's why they did, the Charlie Sheen shirt with the winning.
Yeah.
It needs to be, his face needs to be replaced
With Dennis Rodman.
Winning. Nobody's won better than Dennis Rodman ever.
Yeah.
Y'all young bucks don't know who Carmen Electra is.
Red got treated like a
I know Carmen
Yeah.
Electra.
He went to a communist
Disgusting.
country
Got
and
treated
was
like
a
a
man.
Yeah. Y'all don't
Robin.
I know Robin Electra.
Y'all
You're the
know
ambassador between the United States of America and North Korea.
I would never.
The Young Bucks, see, y'all
I
know
would
Carmen
never.
Electra now.
I would
Yeah.
never.
No, I
In the 90s,
Yeah, she.
Carmen Electra.
Carmen Electra was Beyonce
Yeah,
back in the 90s.
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
still wouldn't touch her.
That
That
is
shit
why-
was the 90s.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I don't care.
In terms of influence, yeah.
Yeah, she was at
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah, had Instagram and Twitter and all that shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She,
Oh, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
y'all know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dennis Rodman with all his tattoos and his nose ring and his
And
crazy hair.
married himself and all that shit.
Yeah, Carmen Electra,
Didn't
Diamond, he had it all.
Yeah, he had all that shit. He banged all the best pop stars at that time.
Yeah.
Madonna, Carmen Electra, it got no better than those two at those
At that time, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Dennis Rodman. He might be number one on a low key.
He's better than the
Yeah, he might not be the number one as far as skill, but winning,
nobody won like Dennis.
Dennis
Yeah.
fucking Rodman.
Oh, hey, everybody out there listening, I'm sorry to interrupt. Y'all.
Go ahead.
This is just a quick update. I've got a text that they're shooting in Richmond. Just wanted to keep y'all informed what's going on.
Gotcha.
Oh my God.
I can believe
Yeah.
Martial law coming soon. Just be ready.
it. Martial law 2020. But anyways,
Yeah.
did y'all hear Scottie Pippen said he think Kobe was better than Jordan?
No. And Kobe would tell you, as they said on the shit, it wouldn't be me without Jordan. Like he
Right.
got all his shit from Jordan.
Exactly.
So no, he's not better.
But that's
Exactly.
I mean Scottie Pippen said that he thinks Kobe was better than Jordan.
I think Scottie Pippen's still mad at Jordan for the.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
He's still mad. But a few years back, he said LeBron was better than Jordan.
Yeah.
A few years back.
I think he was just mad at Mike.
Yeah, he's just, he got a vendetta.
Picture
Like
that.
again, LeBron and Michael Jordan is debatable, and that's the debate in America right now. It's
I don't
always
think
going to
it's
be debatable.
I don't think it's debatable.
Scottie
Michael
Pippen.
Jordan?
Cliff just said it. Scottie Pippen.
I don't think so.
LeBron is better than
Listen.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but he got a vendetta against Jordan.
He and one of my
That got to do with
That hurts his
the
credibility.
physical makeup of LeBron and Jordan.
That hurts
You know
his
what I'm saying?
credibility.
But me and the intern, we had this argument a couple of weeks ago.
Bro.
My man tried to tell me that that Miami Heat LeBron could score 30 on Scottie Pippen. And I told him he's disrespectful because y'all disrespected Pip for how good Pip was.
Can I say something?
I personally don't see LeBron. I mean, of course, we never know, but I don't personally see LeBron scoring 30 on Pippen.
I don't think anybody's scoring 30 on Pippen.
Who is the best defender LeBron has had to play against?
Kawhi Leonard.
Besides Bruce Bowen and Kawhi Leonard. And what did he put up on them when he played
Whoever
against?
they are,
JJ
they're no Michael Jordan
Or Scottie Pippen. There's no
J.J.
Scottie
Barea
Pippen.
and Jason Terry.
Yeah, JJ Barea.
And we're not even talking about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan shut everybody down.
Yeah, but when Pippen would get on you at 6'8" with the long ass arms,
It was a wrap.
I mean, look what he did to Magic Johnson though.
This is Magic, who would he didn't have to, but he would score 30 anytime he wanted to.
Yeah,
But he didn't have to. He shut that
made
shit
Magic.
down.
He didn't want to.
But when he did that, it changed the whole. It changed the whole series.
I mean, come on, man. People be disrespecting Pip because all they hear.
As good as LeBron. Now, I'm not the one to shit on LeBron to say he has no skill whatsoever.
No,
he
LeBron nice.
LeBron nice as a bitch.
Listen, man, when Dwayne Wade want to pass the reins to you, then you know you got some shit.
Yeah,
going
I'm
on.
just. But what we're just saying is, I don't think he could have scored Pip. He couldn't score
Or 30 on Pip. I don't know. Wait,
Pip.
on Pip?
In my personal opinion, Scottie Pippen is the best defensive player I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That's me.
What you got, Young? What you got, Jay?
I said I'm just saying to the intern and to the people that believe that
That's tough.
it's not a no, it's a fuck
Override.
no. It's a fuck.
All right, Jay. Thank you. Tell us how you really feel. But first of all,
Pippen guarding LeBron.
if Pippen's got LeBron, LeBron's not going to get 30. Now, if Robin's on LeBron, it's even worse.
LeBron's dropping 30 on Pip.
Yeah, and when we say
LeBron dropping 30 on who?
Pip.
No.
Easy.
No.
Fuck no.
we're simply
The
saying
answer
he's
to
not
that question
dropping
is going to
30.
be how the physicality of LeBron James, which has been a debatable question for some time now.
Yeah.
How physical would he want to get? Because like you said, he ain't going to try to get physical with Rodman. So, Pippen checking LeBron might be a realistic it might be realistic that he can't score 30 on Pippen.
Well, let's understand. Let's keep it in perspective. We're simply saying he's not dropping 30 on him. We're not saying he's only going to score 5.
5. No.
We're not saying that.
He's still
Right. I mean, you can score 29. That's not 30.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But like if they play 7 games, he's not going to average 30 points on Pippen.
No. He might have that one night where he
Yeah, anybody. On any given time, anybody can score 30 points on anybody.
Yeah, and that's another reason where the debate comes from.
Yeah.
This is what we talked about before we came back on air, everybody. Like, the game has changed. It used to be It used to be a lot more physical, a lot more defensive back in the day.
Yeah,
now it's all about offense.
Now
you got very little defenders to go against to get your money. You know what I'm saying? So
then you got people like Steph Curry.
And we're not talking about
Steph
the
Curry
threes,
sweet.
but you know he is sweet. But we're not
Steph.
talking about the threes he shoot. This motherfucker gets to the rim like it ain't nothing.
Like it ain't nothing.
Steph.
Yes.
And not only that, I just watched the other night.
Listen,
I watched a 12-minute video of Steph Curry shots from 30 feet or more. He had 12 minutes of shots from 30 feet or more.
88 Pistons would not have allowed that shit.
Yeah.
They'd have fucked him up.
88,
Once the rules was different back then. You could foul somebody hard and not get a technical foul for it.
Or
You
get
can't do that
kicked
nowadays.
out,
You could fight and not get a technical foul for it back then. You can't do that nowadays.
Yeah.
So the game has changed. You gotta understand all of that when you make these debates and think about everything.
Well, you know.
I know we're getting pretty deep in the segment.
No, but it's a good debate, and it can go on and on.
Yeah.
And this is what First Take and Get Up are for.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
You know, and I love it. And it's no, actually, to be honest, there's no definitive, real, right answer.
Exactly.
No.
It's all your
It's
friends
all
believe in how you
because
feel.
we can't see any of this shit because it'll never happen.
Exactly.
Unless you do celebrity basketball game.
Yeah.
Or
Let's just take 2K and play it.
Yeah, you just won't know.
Even that still won't give you the real thing. You know what I'm saying?
But it's all discussion and it's all theoretical.
And it's all for fun.
And it's all for fun.
Exactly.
And actually, we're going to do a 4th segment tonight, and we're going to do some more of this theoretical mumbo jumbo.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's good.
we're going to do some NFL next,
That's good.
and it's going to be good. So stay tuned.
Bonus segment.
Yeah, bonus segment. Stay tuned. Peace.
We really